will not be lining up at the head of row number 7 as he should have been. So we do have a green flag at the back then, and the red flag at the front of the grid is removed then, so it is going to be all eyes to the lights. Will it be Matt Wetherill or James O'Mara who will get the launch there? Off the line we go then, and the initial jump there did go to James O'Mara there. He's going side by side with Matt Wetherill on the run in towards Redgate for the first time off 9, and it is going to be the number 79 BMW F900 James O'Mara who takes the race lead away from Matt Wetherill then, and that was the second of the BMWs in this race then. Number 19 Colin Bastable, who is up into third place in the early stages of this one as they go round Hollywood for the first time of asking, then down Craners. Looks like we've got somebody on the grass there at Craners, just about keeps it on the road. That was a good save for whoever that was in the mid-pack. Didn't quite see who it was, but that would have been a rather eye-opening experience there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Getting on the grass is all very well if you're watching a Cheech and Chong movie, but doing it down through the Craner curves is not a good experience, that's for sure. So Wetherill O'Mara are the combatants out the front, as we've come to expect. But he'll take whatever's coming his way, because Matt has pretty much dominated proceedings. He'll take whatever's coming his way, because Matt has pretty much dominated proceedings, and we've seen that, of course, before in Thunderbike Sport. In fact, in the previous couple of years in Thunderbike Sport, we've seen obviously Jeremy do the business as well. Now, I know what Matt wants. He wants a lap record, and he's using a slipstream effect there of the F900 to get past under brake. So I'll tell you what, though,
James the outside.
Thank you very much indeed. What a sweet handling bike that F900 is. Round the outside of Matt Wetherill. Let's tell you what, some other good outside passes as well, a little bit further down the field. Just outside the top 10 there, not quite sure who that was, but there's some very good passes going on out and about there, mate. Okay, so who's dropped back there? Wilding's dropped back a long way. We've noticed he's lost 6 places on the lap. Finnis makes up 10 places. 21 place advantage to Vince Butler there as well, so he's moved up very nicely to be 13th at the moment. Joe White's made a good start, mate. Came across the line in 3rd place there, so that could well be good for a medal in the class. And I don't know if Joe's actually picked up much in the way of medals here. Yeah, he's had a 2nd place earlier in the year, but he'll take whatever shiny bit of token thing is going, as O'Mara now sets the fastest first sector time, and he is in the lead once again. Just watching them come down, and I think Wetherill's outbrakes him into the Robert chicane there. Let's have a look. Yes, indeed. But look at the power of that F900. That torquey little twin really gets up, and he's in the slipstream of Wetherill. He's going to go down the inside. We know how strong that Wetherill is on the brakes, but O'Mara just sneaks his way underneath and compromises Wetherill. Wetherill would love to be able to claim a lap record here, but he says that O'Mara was kind of getting in his way a little bit, but don't know who's in whose way really. I don't know who's compromising each other or complimenting each other. Very hard to tell, isn't it, Bradley?
Absolutely. I'm having a look at the lap times here, in fact, and Wetherill was the fastest man on the circuit there. 2nd fastest was the 19-year-old of Joe White, who's there in 3rd place on that number 77 Race Shack Suzuki. Of course, that bike was David May's from last year. It's now Joe's, and he's doing a good job on it so far, isn't he? Up there in 3rd place. And the trouble is, if Wetherill and O'Mara keep tripping each other up here, Joe White will see that, and he's close enough there that he will be looking to get right onto the tail of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Joe is actually 2nd in class, of course. He's not going for a 3rd place medal there. He's going for 2nd place medal. The 3rd place will go to Tony Russo, even though he's behind Simon Bastable, who's running around 2nd of the Super Twins there. Other Super Twin action to keep an eye on is, of course, the battle between Malvern May and Craig Houghton, because they're actually arguing over the championship, and that's going Malvern's way in 5th at the moment, ahead of Craig in 6th as the leaders come back over the line. This time it's O'Mara with a 15.118 who leads the way. If anything, he's extending that gap just a little bit. He's giving Matt something to really chase there, so I don't think Matt can complain that he's being held up if he is that far behind. It's only half a second, but it gives him a bit of a gap to try and drag up. So we see some other good exciting passes around the outside, again too far away for us to tell, as White, Bastable, Russo, Biswell, Jamison, Mercer, Butler, Brown, they swap places there. That's not for the class, it's just for the 9th place overall. We have 444 we've seen. She mentioned with Vince Butler there. And, who's that we've lost?
Looks like 402 machine of Kane Farr has dropped 11 positions here and yet to cross the line, so it could well be the Kane Farr. We're not showing Kane going into the 2nd sector here. Who's that coming across the line now? Is that number 689 machine of Travail? So yeah, David Travail there across the line. So it looks like Kane Farr on the number 402 machine, no longer in this race, it would seem. James O'Mara still leading the way there, but Matt Weatherall goes purple in the first sector here. Looks like Ben Brown yet to go into the second sector as well. We'll get confirmation on that one in just a moment, I'm sure, as they make the way out of the Robert chicane. Then, and it is, what, look at that drive from Matt Weatherall there, right in the slipstream. Yep, absolutely. They go side by side across the line, then across it was less than a tenth of a second, and the fastest lap of the race for Weatherall. He goes to the inside. James O'Mara does the cutback, not quite close enough to make a challenge up the inside there, but he certainly was having a good look at it.
Okay, Matt, you've got no excuse now, mate. You've got an empty track in front of you. Make the most of it. Try and open that gap between yourself and James O'Mara. But you just know James is going to fight back very rapidly indeed. Taking a look a bit further back, the rookie Darren Taylor, who's our rookie of the day, our Alan Russell Racing rookie. They got the voucher for his struggle yesterday. He took 2 wins and also a class lap record. He leads the way in the rookie class ahead of Wilton in second place there. Third place in the rookie class is Skins there. And so he's looking good to pick up his own little medal as well. But out in front, that's where the main action is, as Weatherall with a 14.797 backs it up with the fastest first sector time, and Matt is showing, no, he's been second place again. O'Mara has found his way past, despite Matt getting the purple sector. It's a green sector for O'Mara, and they go under there, and oh, is that a little bit wide for O'Mara? No, it's not. It is Weatherall, great drive. He's got some speed out of that corner. He knows he's got to earn this one if they go across the line. Do we see another fastest lap? We do from O'Mara, a 14.574 and a 5.77 there for Weatherall. There really is fraction of a second between them.
Oh, O'Mara got him on the cutback and out of Redgate and into Hollywood there. So it is O'Mara leading the way then at 14.5. Where were we yesterday? We were in the 14.5s as well yesterday. 14.2 in fact for O'Mara. 14.3 for Weatherall is the fastest so far we've seen this weekend. But O'Mara with that 14.574 and Weatherall a 14.577. 3 thousandths of a second.
Less than a blink of anything, really. Also, watch out for that battle behind them, actually. White and Russo very close as well, just 0.3 of a second separating them, with Bastable right in the mix too, albeit in a different class, but obviously you just want to beat up whoever is around you. Biswell's got Butler relatively close to him, and Mercer's not too far off the money in that battle either. Taylor and Day having their own little scrap as well. The lap record, I think, got to a low 17. We're looking at 17.4 at the moment, so I don't think Darren's lap record is going to go much. 17.5, yeah, 17.0 he did yesterday, so there we go. But here comes the battling duo at the front over the line to complete 6 of 9 laps. We've got a green, and we've got another fastest lap. It's a 14.386 for James O'Mara as Weatherall again looks to the inside. Oh, but O'Mara holds him out.
Oh, a bit of a twinge there, wasn't it? Yeah, from Matt Weatherall.
Yeah, absolutely, even at this distance. And I tell you what looks like a little bit of a twinge from this distance is going to be a bit of a bum squeaky moment when you're that close to the action. I think, yeah, James O'Mara loves that outside.
Oh, looks like somebody's retiring from whereabouts are we here? We're about 8th, 9th or 10th place there. Didn't quite see who it was, but we'll get confirmation in just a second. Looking at the bottom of the timing screen here as well, looks like Adam Jameson, unfortunately, is out of the race as well. So it is O'Mara leading the way from Weatherall by 0.1 of a second as they came across the line, but they are round Schwartz and McLean's on towards the second sector. Then we'll get the times in just a second. Looks like a back marker here could well be coming into play for James O'Mara and Matt Weatherall, and that's just opened up a little bit here. So Matt Weatherall making his way past the slower rider down the back straight then, but that has let James O'Mara with a little bit of breathing room as they go towards Robert chicane. Then we do have, well, 2 1/4 laps, I suppose, through the Robert chicane. When they cross the line this time around, there will only be 2 laps left. But look at the gap now. That's the biggest gap we've seen all race, Keith. James O'Mara, yeah, I think you're right there as well. James O'Mara, 0.9 of a second over Matt Weatherall, and James O'Mara with a 14.207 on that lap as well is the fastest lap of the race.
Well, hopefully we won't see too much more in the way of back markers. Having said that, I've just noticed they're going to catch up on the number 55 machine, the Manson Chubb there, down through the Craner curves. Hopefully they'll get him out of the old hairpin so he won't cause any disruptions. You just know that Matt Weatherall, he wants the lap record, he wants the race win, but he also like the overall win as well. And anything he can do to try and gain any advantage that he can anywhere around the circuit, will certainly be working it hard as they make their way up the top. They pass Manson Chubb as they go into the right-hander there at McLean's up, they go towards Coppice. Don't think we're going to see anything special on the timing screen here now, Matt.
What we've got to keep an eye on as well, of course, we've kind of ignored them a little bit. The Supertwins here, of course, O'Mara and Bastable don't go for points. They didn't get the medals yesterday. So
of course,
that battle between Arvin and May, which is less than a tenth of a second, is for the race win in the Supertwins.
I totally forgot that. You're right. Yes, they didn't get prizes, did they? Because they're a BSB runners. So yeah, you're correct. So what we're actually looking at is we've got a battle for the lead between those two. So we need to keep a close eye on it. Do apologise to the Ollie Arvin fan club who are listening around the country and other countries around. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right, mate. There we go, Weatherall with a 14.111. He has set the fastest lap, gets the gap down to about half a second, and he's got one lap to do it.
I suspect here Magnus Manson-Chup's going to be retiring here. He came across the line, tugged in, but not really going anywhere. So that bike is not quite as powerful as what it once was, and he will be retiring. So the Mango 55 team out of the race.
Right, here comes that battle we were talking about. It's side by side, literally a half a bike length in it. It's Ollie Arvin and Malvern May side by side. That is a battle for top club honours there. Malvern looking for the inside, and Ollie holds the outside road, gives him the old full chop across there, totally entitled to do so, but it looks like Malvern is fighting back as they go round at Hollywood. So yeah, that is very much a battle for the top as Weatherall goes purple once again out there. If O'Mara is slow in any way, it's going to be the win for Weatherall.
They've
just waiting for them to come through.
They've got back markers coming into play as well, so we're watching it on the screen here as they go in towards the Robert chicane. Then at the moment it is the 79 O'Mara leading Weatherall, but we're waiting for them to come out of the chicane. Here they are then, and it is going to be James O'Mara who takes the victory ahead of Matt Weatherall then for what is the second time this weekend. So it's 2-1 for James O'Mara at this stage now by 0.8 of a second. Next up is going to be Tony Russo, who just about hits Joe White.
Where's Joe gone? He's not on the screen. Is he? What's he done there? What's that? Where's he gone? We missed it. We missed that one completely. He did come across the line on the previous.
Oh, he's popped back up there. So yeah,
okay, yeah.
There we go. Just picked them by a tenth of a second. Where are these Supertwins? Here they are coming across the line, then side by side. But it is Malvern May just about gets it.
Oh, Ollie's not a happy man. He's yeah, unfortunately Malvern got the drive on that. Aprilia, the remarkably only reliable Aprilia in the club, I think, as poor old Ollie's Aprilia has gone over all Italian on him a couple of times. I know James Muir's had problems with his as well, and well as some of the other runners and riders. But yep, so well done to Malvern May. There's 25 points in his championship charge. And of course, let's see, it's Craig Howell. When did Craig finish in the race there, mate?
He was fifth in the Supertwins, which will be third, so that'll be 16 points.
So
yes.